ओके, सो आते बराबर आपके लिए फीस्ट है. So there is a treat for you here, as you can see on the screen, that there are a lot of options here. Of course, food options. And if I ask any one of you to choose that what would you like to have for brunch now, तो हर कोई अलग अलग चूज करेगा डिपेंडिंग ऑन देयर प्रेफरेंसेस, डिपेंडिंग ऑन देयर एपेटाइट, कितनी भूख लगी है, एंड डिपेंडिंग अपॉन देयर इंटरेस्ट. So it is always a case that whatever in life you have, you always have choices, and whatever choices you make decides your destiny, isn't it? So whatever we choose, even in the practice, professional practice, that makes us or breaks us. So now today's presentation is about such choices that we make in our prosthodontic practice. Okay, so how it is important to choose wisely, and what is the role of decision making. Now in this particular scenario, the decision making is called as clinical decision making. Otherwise in life we are making decisions every time, whether to do something or not to do, what to eat, what to wear, how to behave. So we are making decisions, sometimes consciously, sometimes subconsciously. But here we are talking about decision making in prosthetic practice. Okay, and this clinical decision making is not covered in your UG syllabus. Okay, undergraduate curriculum does not cover this particular thing. So we will see what it is and how it is important for you to understand for a successful practice. Okay, so you can see that in this news, this was some time ago, wherein the report said that the Indian dentist in US tries to extract 20 teeth at a time, and the patient unfortunately died. Right? So what happens is, whatever decision that you make in your clinic as a practitioner, that affects the well-being of the patient, and not only the well-being of the patient, sometimes it is a matter of life and death. So it is important for us to make wise decisions depending on the current available evidence. Having said that, prosthetic dentistry is such a branch, ऐसी एक ब्रांच है जहाँ पे हमेशा आपको आइसिंग खाने के लिए मिलता है, आइसिंग ऑन द केक. जैसे ये यहाँ पे खा रहे हैं. This is a typical scene wherein dahi handi is there, and you make layers of the pyramid, and then the one who is at the top eats all the dahi, or gets all the benefit. तो ऐसा है. तो जैसे हम देखते हैं कोई भी पेशेंट में, there is a work for surgery, perio, conservative, everything gets done, and end में prosthetic is done. And once the prosthetic is done, total look of the patient's function and patient's overall life changes. So prosthodontist ऐसा है जो हमेशा मलाई खाता है in the sense कि पेशेंट को हमेशा दांत चाहिए रहते हैं. पेशेंट डज नॉट नो कि कितना पेरियो किया, कितना आरसीटी किया, क्योंकि अल्टीमेट रिजल्ट देने वाला प्रोस्थोडोंटिस्ट होता है. सो इसलिए इट इज इम्पॉर्टेंट फॉर अ प्रोस्थोडोंटिस्ट टू मेक करेक्ट डिसीजंस, एंड इफ द डिसीजंस गो रॉन्ग देन you will have to face the patient very there may be consequences, and you may have to face the patient, sometimes litigations and stuff like that. राइट. सो अगर आप अच्छे प्रोस्थोडोंटिस्ट हो तो आप मलाई खाओगे, और अगर आप अच्छे प्रोस्थोडोंटिस्ट नहीं बन पाए तो डेफिनेटली दैट वुड नॉट बी अ डिजायरेबल थिंग. राइट. सो लेट अस गो टू द डिटेल. Today's learning objectives, what are we talking about here is the concept and significance of decision making in dentistry. What is decision making? Approaches to clinical decision making. Factors contributing to clinical decision making in removable prosthodontics, fixed prosthodontics, implant prosthodontics, and maxillofacial prosthodontics. Right. At the end of this lecture, you will have the ability to understand and apply systematic approach to clinical decision making in prosthodontics. Now let us see why we are discussing about decision making very seriously today. Because ancient times dentistry जैसा था उससे हम काफ़ी आगे आ चुके हैं, ठीक है। आज हमारे पास एक टूथ रिप्लेस करने के लिए 4 ऑप्शंस हैं, ओके। आइदर वी कैन गो फॉर अ रिमूवेबल, फॉर अ फिक्स, फॉर अ इम्प्लांट सपोर्टेड, कैड कैम मिल्ड, लेटेस्ट टेक्नोलॉजी टूथ रिप्लेसमेंट इज पॉसिबल, ठीक है। सो इतने चॉइसेस अवेलेबल है दैट कौन सा चॉइस कब करना है, कौन से पेशेंट के लिए क्या सही है क्या गलत है, that is a decision making process, and that is important because modern day dentistry is evolved so much that we have lot of choices today. So coming to the definition of clinical decision making, it is the process by which we determine who needs what and when, ठीक है। तो इसमें क्या रहता है कि what, how, when and who इतने components हैं। तो what मतलब क्या क्या चाहिए, रिमूवेबल पार्शियल डेंचर, ठीक है। तो ये थियोरेटिकल पार्ट आपने ऑलरेडी सीख के रखा है। हाउ आपने प्रैक्टिकल्स में सीखा है कि सपोज किसी को रिमूवेबल डेंचर देना है या कंप्लीट डेंचर देना है तो कैसे देना है, ये 2 कंपोनेंट आपने सीख के रखे हैं। लेकिन when to give and to whom to give, these 2 components we have not seen, and this is also very very important, and that is what we are going to learn today, okay. So this particular lecture we will learn about when to give a particular treatment and to whom to give a particular treatment. We will not see in detail how a removable denture is fabricated, what are the steps, what is the theory, that we are not going to learn. But how to select a particular prosthesis for a particular patient is what we are going to learn today. Now let me tell you why we are learning it. क्यों सीखना है, क्या जरूरी है, क्यों जरूरी है? Because we want to practice safe care. Safety of the patient is a paramount importance. That is why I showed the slide in the beginning that sometimes bad decision can affect the patient's life. It can lead to some serious complications. Therefore, we should be very very cautious. Also, if we make good decisions, the patients are satisfied. If our patients are satisfied, the practice is prospering. We make money, we earn fame, and therefore we have to make correct decisions for correct treatment modality for a particular patient, right? So to introduce, like I have said, successful prosthodontic rehabilitation involves making many interrelated clinical decisions that have impact on each other, ठीक है। तो इसमें क्या रहता है कि प्रोस्थेटिक रिहैबिलिटेशन में पहले तो समझ लेते हैं कि उसका एम क्या है। कोई भी प्रोस्थेटिक ट्रीटमेंट का एम है टू प्रिजर्व व्हाट इज रिमेनिंग। इफ यू रिमेंबर द डी वांस डिक्टम, to preserve what is remaining is more important than meticulous replacement of the missing. So that is one. Second is to restore the form, and third is to rehabilitate the function. ये aim है जिसमें हम जिसके लिए हम ultimately करते हैं जो भी करते हैं prosthetic में, to achieve these 3 aims, right? Now, if we want to see what are the approaches to decision making, there are 2 approaches, ठीक है। रैशनल अप्रोच एंड ह्यूरिस्टिक अप्रोच। रैशनल मतलब क्या है कि यू फाइंड आउट द एविडेंस। सपोज आई आस्क यू, आई वांट टू बाय अ लैपटॉप एंड विच लैपटॉप शुड आई बाय, ठीक है। सो आई विल सपोज आई एम अ पर्सन हु does every decision she makes on her own. So I will go on the net, I will search for the evidence, I will search for the ratings, and I will decide that I have to buy this particular laptop. Now suppose there are other kind of people who just don't do it themselves. They call some of their friends, they ask their opinions, and based upon their opinions they decide the treatment or the choice, ठीक है। तो दोनों जो approaches है उनको हम नहीं use कर सकते because whatever we are doing, patient is also a part of it. So best approach is not rational approach, not even heuristic approach. Best approach is a shared decision making approach. Now what is shared decision making is you take in account the opinion of the patient, what the patient wants, what the patient has, what the patient does not want, what he does not have in terms of money, time, and support system at home. So you have to make patient as your partner, and only with the consultation with the patient you have to come to a final conclusion. So you are not going to have a unidirectional decision, one sided decision नहीं लेना है कि मुझे ये treatment आप में करना है, नहीं, ऐसा नहीं होता है. You have to explain it to the patient. This is possible, this is possible. Which one will you choose? Which one is more feasible in you? and then we come to a conclusion which is mutually acceptable, right? So the proper approach for decision making in prosthetics is shared decision making. Sometimes there are decision making steps which are very simple, and sometimes there are complex decisions. Like suppose you have to do scaling and polishing, you have to administer local anesthesia, you have to do root canal. So these are certain predictable things कि ऐसा करेंगे तो ऐसा होगा. So these are having low risk. इसमें कोई ऐसा नहीं होगा कि एलए दिया है और कुछ अलग हो गया, तो very low probability. ठीक है. But there are complex decisions like in prosthetics. For example, fabrication of a removable partial denture. Now, even in removable partial denture, you have a choice: acrylic denture or a cast partial denture. Cast partial denture, you have a choice that whether it is a simple cast partial denture or a CAD/CAM milled cast partial denture. So ये जो सारी चीज़ें हैं, न्यू मटेरियल्स, न्यू टेक्निक, न्यू एविडेंस, कोई बोल रहा है ये सिरामिक अच्छा है, कोई बोल रहा है पीक अच्छा है. ये सारी चीज़ें पेशेंट भी पढ़ के आते हैं गूगल से, वो सीख के आते हैं कि हमको ऐसा वाला टूथ इन वन डे वगैरह सब पढ़ के आते हैं. तो ये सारी चीज़ों के वजह से लाइफ बिकम मोर कॉम्प्लिकेटेड इन प्रैक्टिस बिकॉज it is no longer our domain to choose something and tell it to the patient and the patient does it. We have to take the patient's opinions also into account and then update our knowledge, update our practice and take informed decisions. Right. So in prosthesis, there are patient related factors and operator related factors. ठीक है. तो अगर कोई भी प्रोस्थेसिस का टाइप चूज करना है कि आरपीडी देना है कि एफपीडी देना है या इम्प्लांट सपोर्टेड प्रोस्थेसिस देना है, so there are two factors to be taken into account. Now these are patient factor. पेशेंट के पर्सनालिटी, उसका टाइम, उसके एक्सपेक्टेशन, उसका पेइंग कैपेसिटी, उसका कोऑपरेशन एंड स्ट्रेस लेवल. These are important. I'll tell you just one example how it changes the decision. Suppose you want, there is a young female patient who has lost her tooth due to trauma, right? She has an expectation that you should give her a fixed tooth, which is latest technology. You decide that you will go for an implant supported prosthesis. Patient cannot pay that much and she says that I want a fixed prosthesis. Can you give an implant? No. So what is the limiting factor here? Money. So likewise, for all these factors, the decision changes. You cannot give the fixed prosthesis, the implant supported fixed prosthesis. So you have to give a conventional fixed prosthesis. Now, personality. Suppose there is a patient who is hyper anxious, very much anxious about the whole treatment, and he's hypertensive, he's diabetic, okay, and all this contributes to the overall systemic health. In such patient, giving implant supported prosthesis again is a question mark because such patients are not having that suitable mental makeup that will cope up with the treatment. So ये सारी चीजें मैटर करती है जब आप ट्रीटमेंट चूज करते हो. उसके बाद these are other things that you should look at: prognosis, quality of life of that particular patient after receiving a prosthesis. Suppose मेरे पास एक patient आए जो 90 years old है और उनको there are all resolved ridges. He is 90 years old, he is debilitated, and he wants a fixed restoration. So if I go for an implant treated restoration here, implant treated denture, then probably I'm not doing the right treatment because I have to take into account what will be the prognosis. If he is not fit, if I give an implant in that patient, is it a right decision? Even if the patient can pay, even if I am ready to give it, but still it is not a correct decision, right? So everything matters. So you have to ask yourself, if I give this prosthesis, is it going to improve the patient's life? Is it going to have a good prognosis? Only then I have to go for that particular treatment, right? Other factors you are well aware of: medical condition, past dental history, present dental status, everything is important. Now here you can see that on the left side that there are attrided teeth with amalgam restoration, and the next image shows that dentures are attrided and they are worn out. Now this indicates that patient is having parapunctal habit or a patient is a bruxer. Now here in this such patients, bruxism patients, if you give a implant supported prosthesis and you don't give a proper occlusion, implant protective occlusion, then the restorations are going to fail. So if you have to examine the patient's mouth, you do it consciously, giving attention to all the details. Here in the image on the right, you can see that it is a patient of a generalized periodontitis who has not been maintaining the oral hygiene. And in this patient, suppose I give an implant supported prosthesis and he does not maintain the oral hygiene, I am going to be at loss because he will come for repeated follow-ups and he will blame the dentist. Although the culprit is bad oral hygiene, so I have to keep in mind कि इतना गंदा अगर डेंटिशन हो सकता है तो subsequent prosthesis के मेंटेनेंस के बारे में मुझे बहुत अच्छे से बताना पड़ेगा कि अगर आप oral hygiene maintain नहीं कर रहे हो, so any treatment can fail, and that is how you should be vigilant right from the beginning. Now, operator-related factors, skills and expertise and infrastructure and technical support. Now, suppose a patient comes to me and he wants to have a tooth in a day. He has seen somewhere that एक दिन में दांत मिल जाते हैं fixed. So he wants me to do an implant for him and he wants me to give an immediate restoration within 1 day. And if I don't have the lab support, if I don't know the correct lab, I don't have the technical support, I cannot deliver it. So this is also very, very important factor. Now let us see that decision making process में कैसे रहता है, ठीक है? तो decision making में आपको I'll go step wise. Step 1 will be gathering the information. Whatever information is there, you have to gather it in a very systematic format. That is case history, and you have already learnt about it. I will not revise again. Step 2, once you have all the facts, you take a closer look at it and identify or state the problem. What is the problem of the patient? Step 3, whatever information you have, you know the patient's problem, you know the whatever conditions is there in the mouth. Now you decide what is your goal and what are your objectives. Ultimate goal क्या है कि rehabilitate करना है. Small objectives क्या है? पहले prosto, perio, ortho, etc. These are the objectives. ठीक है? Now, for example, this is a patient. The patient had come because he had anesthetic smile. He thought that he has very opaque teeth. He wanted to have lifelike teeth. This was the patient's problem. But incidentally, we found out that there was an abscess in relation to molar, mandibular molar. And if I was not vigilant enough, if I missed this, then I would have failed, because emergency treatment is more important than prosthetic treatment. Here, limitation of or taking care of the infection is more important than rehabilitation, because if this infection spreads, the patient may land up in a serious complication. So, whenever the patient comes for prosthetic rehabilitation, don't forget that you are a dentist first. So examine the whole mouth, address those issues which are having immediate repercussions, right? So that is about it. So in that earlier case, what is the goal of the goal is prosthetic rehabilitation, but you have to take into account this treatment of the abscess as one of the objectives. Okay, so likewise, you have to remember. Now step 4 is identifying the facts, assumptions and constraints. अभी आपके पास सारे information है, तो आपको समझना है कि basically patient के status क्या है, medical status क्या है, fit है क्या, pay कर सकता है क्या, time है क्या उसके पास, cooperative है क्या, mental makeup कैसा है, stress level, जो सारे factors हमने देखे, ये सब समझना है आपको कि patient pay कर सकता है पर बार बार आ नहीं सकता है, patient आ सकता है लेकिन pay नहीं कर सकता है, पेशेंट जेरियाट्रिक पेशेंट है, उसके घर में कोई सपोर्टिंग नहीं है, यू कैन नॉट एक्सपेक्ट हिम टू कोऑपरेट. ये सारी चीज़ें बहुत बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट हैं, ठीक है? ये सब समझ लिया. नाउ यू हैव एवरीथिंग बेसिक विथ यू. नाउ यू जनरेट सॉल्यूशंस. नाउ इन दिस पेशेंट विच आर द सॉल्यूशंस? आरपीडी, एफपीडी, इम्प्लांट्स, लाइकवाइज, राइट? सो यू जनरेट सॉल्यूशन और फिर हर सॉल्यूशन को क्रिटिक करो कि नॉर्मल कास्ट पार्शियल डेंचर दिया तो क्या होगा, एफपीडी दिया तो क्या होगा, इम्प्लांट सपोर्टेड दिया तो क्या होगा, एंड देन प्लस माइनस बेनिफिट रिस्क सबके समझ के देन यू कम एट अ कंक्लूजन. Okay. Now here for I'll show you some examples. Here there is a single tooth missing. तो अगर आपने देखा तो it is not so simple. You can see upper tooth is supraerupted. The adjacent molar has tilted into the space, and every where you can see the pontic space is compromised. ठीक है. तो इसमें क्या solutions है? You have to correct this and then go for a FPD or implant, or you can go for a single day implant and a CAD milled restoration. ये सब possible है. तो सिंगल टूथ रिप्लेसमेंट के लिए पेशेंट तो बोलेगा मुझे दांत रिप्लेस करना है, लेकिन आपको सब देखना है कि दांत रिप्लेस में क्या क्या आएगा, फिर इसमें हमें क्या क्या करना चाहिए और कौन सा ऑप्शन बेस्ट है. ठीक है. उसके बाद आपने चूज कर लिया कि मुझे इस पेशेंट में ये प्रोस्थेसिस देना है, तो फिर आपको उसका स्टेप वाइज ट्रीटमेंट प्लानिंग लिखना है. पहले मुझे क्या करना है? सिंथेसाइज द एलिमेंट्स ऑफ द सॉल्यूशन. फर्स्ट RCT, then orthodontic correction, then oral prophylaxis, and then tooth preparation, provisionalization, impressions, and final trial and denture or the prosthesis delivery. तो ये सारा स्टेप वाइज आपको लिख के रखना है. ठीक है. नाउ फॉर एग्जांपल इन दिस पेशेंट यू कैन सी कितना कॉम्प्लिकेटेड केसेस है दोनों. इसमें क्या है, अपर लेफ्ट इमेज में आप देख रहे हो कि वेरी पुअर ओरल हाइजीन, द टीथ आर ऑल हैविंग वेरी पुअर प्रोग्नोसिस, सो यू हैव डिसाइडेड टू एक्सट्रैक्ट. तो इसमें यू कैन गिव अ इमीडिएट डेंचर इफ द पेशेंट डिमांड्स that he wants to have denture immediately. You can have immediate denture, you can have implant supported denture, and you can have conventional complete denture. So which one will you choose will depend on what patient wants, what patient can afford in terms of time and money. Okay. On the bottom right image you can see that all the dentular space is gone because of the supraeruption. Now severely supraerupted maxillary molars are there. ऐसे पेशेंट में it is very important to re-establish the plane of occlusion, and for that not only lower but upper teeth also need to be reshaped, and that is how you have to imagine first, plan and explain, because this is going to add up in the cost. पेशेंट बोलेगा मुझे मैक्सिलरी में कोई तकलीफ नहीं थी, उसको क्यों आप हाथ लगा रहे हो? You need to explain it on the mounted cast that see this is what has happened, and if I don't correct this molar supraeruption, probably this treatment will not succeed. Therefore you have to very important that first you have to be clear in your head that what treatment is required, what are the steps, and what is the cost, and what is the time required. Only then you can explain it to your patients. Right. Now once you do स्टेप वाइज सब लिख लिया, देन क्रिटिक द सॉल्यूशन. क्रिटिक मतलब क्या है कि बहुत एनालाइज करो उसको क्रिटिकली कि इसमें मैंने ये इंप्रेशन मटेरियल यूज़ करना है कि वो करना है, कौन सा ट्रे यूज़ करना है, कौन सी टेक्निक यूज़ करना है, सब क्रिटिकली एनालाइज करो कि वो पेशेंट में बेस्ट पॉसिबल क्या है. फ्लैबी टिश्यूज है फॉर एग्जांपल, स्पेसर थिकनेस क्या देना है, मटेरियल ऑफ चॉइस कौन सा है, लाइट बॉडी है तो मुझे कॉस्ट ज़्यादा लगेगा, पेशेंट पे करेगा क्या, अगर पेशेंट नहीं पे कर सकता है, डू आई हैव इम्प्रेशन प्लास्टर, am I expert in using impression plaster. तो सब चीज़ें देखना है कि मेरे को ये सब कैसे पॉसिबल है और क्या पॉसिबल है, क्रिटिकली एनालाइज करना है. राइट. सो व्हेन यू एनालाइज यू हैव टू कीप इन माइंड बेसिक गोल क्या था, बेसिक ऑब्जेक्टिव्स क्या थे, और इसके बाद आपको देखना है whether it is feasible, practical, economical and safe, and whether it is ethical and morally correct to do that thing for that particular patient. Once you do this critical analysis, you have to communicate the results of your analysis to the patient, and that is called as shared decision making. And in that case, if certain things are not acceptable to the patient, you can change it, and you can plan out, change your plan, and then final plan is ready, and take an informed consent, take a signature of the patient that he has accepted the treatment plan, and then you can continue with your treatment implementation of the decision, that is you carry out your treatment. Don't forget to take informed consent, very very important. So here you can see that in your clinic you might encounter such patients. यहाँ पे ज़्यादा कॉम्प्लिकेट है चीज़ें because multidisciplinary approach is required. You require perios, you require surgery, you require root canals, you require ortho. So this is how it is going to present to you in your clinic. अभी तक आपने क्या देखा था, completely edentulous, partially edentulous patients रहते हैं, सिंपल है थोड़ा सा. बट आपके क्लिनिक में ऐसे थोड़ी ना बोलो कि मेरे पास ऐसे इसकी एक्सपर्टीज नहीं है, आई कांट डू दिस और आई हैवंट सीन सच पेशेंट. You have to know the basic of everything, and that is why you should get exposed to many cases. OPD में आप जाओगे तो हर बार आप देखते रहना है कि कैसे डिसीजंस लेते हैं, क्या ट्रीटमेंट करते हैं, राइट. सो इंटीग्रेटेड अप्रोच इज रिक्वायर्ड. once you do everything, evaluate your results. कैसे हुआ पेशेंट में. Here comes the importance of documentation. Photographs ले लो और उसको एनालाइज करो, कैसे हुआ, अच्छे से हुआ कि नहीं, क्या गलत हुआ, मैं नेक्स्ट टाइम हाउ आई कैन इम्प्रूव, एंड that will also help in improving your practice. Now, don't base your decisions on the advice of those who don't have to deal with the results. किसी ने कुछ बोला इसलिए मैंने ये किया, ऐसे मत करो, क्योंकि आपको रिजल्ट्स फेस करना है. प्रैक्टिस में आपका लॉस या आपका गेन होने वाला है, नॉट समवन एल्सेस, राइट. So remember this very important thing, that those same patients, okay, two patients who have nearly same anatomical status, biological status, defining treatment solutions that are practically similar. However, when all the other non-anatomic, non-biological aspects of treatment are considered, two entirely different solutions may be required. जैसे कोई भी पेशेंट दो अगर सेम है, फिर भी उन लोगों में दो अलग ट्रीटमेंट हमको देना पड़ सकता है, बिकॉज वन पेशेंट में अफोर्ड इट, वन पेशेंट कैन नॉट, वन पेशेंट में वांट इट, वन पेशेंट विल नॉट वांट इट. सो ये भी फैक्टर्स हैं कि आपका डिसीजन अलग हो सकता है दो सिमिलर केसेस में. So you have to take the decision and make a patient-centered care, seeing all sides of the coin. सिर्फ अपना ही मत देखो, सिर्फ पेशेंट का ही मत देखो, बट सब चीज़ें देखो, सोशल, इकोनॉमिक, साइकोलॉजिकल एंड एवरीथिंग, एंड देन टेक अ डिसीजन. व्हाट वी मस्ट डू फॉर ऑल द पेशेंट्स. ठीक है, अगर पेशेंट ने अफोर्ड नहीं भी किया, आपका ट्रीटमेंट चॉइस आपने बताया, एंड देन पेशेंट कैन नॉट अफोर्ड इट, ही वांट्स टू गो, but don't deny this. Educate all your patients, because that should come for free. Encourage to stop bad habits. Very important, your moral responsibility. Address issues which are not reported as problems. आपको पता है पेशेंट को ड्राई माउथ है, एडवाइस पेशेंट विद salivary substitutes. Do at least minimum possible preventive care. ठीक है, मिनिमम पॉसिबल प्रिवेंटिव केयर. पेशेंट आया है, उसको एट्रीजन है, ब्रुक्सिज्म है, उसने बोला मुझे एफएमआर अफोर्ड नहीं कर सकता हूँ मैं, बट एटलीस्ट एक स्प्लिंट तो दो, सो दैट फर्दर टूथ वेयर ना हो. ठीक है, सो दिस एटलीस्ट इज योर मॉरल रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी. ठीक है, सो एज वी हैव सीन दैट शेयर्ड डिसीजन मेकिंग मॉडल क्या है. तो इनिशियल प्रेफरेंस है आपका, चॉइस ऑप्शन सब आप बात कर लो, उसके बारे में डिस्कस करो, एंड देन टेक अ डिसीजन डिपेंडिंग ऑन द इन्फॉर्म्ड प्रेफरेंस ऑफ द पेशेंट. Right? So patient as a partner. Educate your patient and then take decisions. Now something about the evidence-based practice. What is evidence-based practice? Is basically आप लोगों को जाके लाइब्रेरी में बैठना है, जर्नल्स पढ़ने हैं और इंटरनेट पे सर्च करना है जर्नल्स, जो ऑथेंटिक जर्नल्स हैं, उस पे जाके आपको एविडेंस सर्च करना है कि लेटेस्ट क्या चल रहा है. ठीक है, आज 2021 है, आप जो बुक्स पढ़े हो the books are older than that, so you need to update your evidence depending on the recently published data. कौन से मटेरियल्स आजकल बेस्ट चल रहे हैं, कौन से टेक्निक आजकल ज़्यादा चल रहे हैं और उनका एविडेंस क्या है, वो सब आपको पता रहना चाहिए, और उसके लिए आपको जर्नल्स पढ़ना बहुत ज़रूरी है. ठीक है, फॉर एग्जाम्पल आजकल अमलगम रेस्टोरेशंस आर नॉट practiced very frequently. What we practice is bonded all ceramic restorations. अब ये bonded all ceramic restorations अगर आपको पता नहीं कैसे करना है, go update yourself, attend a course, get it into your practice. Immediate dental implants आपको पता नहीं है कैसे करने हैं, go again for knowledge updation. ठीक है, and make it into bring back into your practice. Right? So evidence-based medicine is all about patients' का expectation, आपका expertise and recent evidence. That is evidence-based medicine. So outcome should be predictable and do not harm anyone or any of the patient's condition. That is first. Now coming to removable and complete denture patient related factors. It, what factors are there which affects our treatment is edentulous ridge, quality of abutment, mucosa, gender and age of the patient. Edentulous span, quality of bone, occlusion, quality of abutment, all this affects our treatment. Fixed partial denture में age of the patient, edentulous span, location, extent, quality of residual alveolar ridge, quality of abutment, everything that you have learned in your till your final BDS, I am just revising. Parafunction, occlusion, carry susceptibility is important. Now, when we are designing FPD, the choice of Pontic, choice of retainer, connector, and material of the prosthesis are very important. Tooth wear, again, I am stressing this factor because nowadays we encounter a lot of such patients. So, generalized tooth wear indicates parafunction. So, this is very important. You have to protect the patients from these parafunctional forces. Okay, so all these, like I said, these particular points are to be checked. Implant, obviously, you have to be very sure that you know how to do it, or you call an expert. You have to see the availability of the bone, systemic condition, financial condition, expectations. You have to choose a proper implant system. You have to have previous experience, knowledge, and skills. When you are dealing with maxillofacial prosthesis, you have to take a proper history. You should know the type of defect. You should know how to retain a prosthesis and materials available. Okay, so these are the factors which are important for a good dentist to make correct decisions. That is, previous knowledge, adaptation to circumstances, focus, ability to withstand emotional stress, confidence. So these are important qualities, right? So we will stop here for the theoretical discussion. Now to help you get exposure to many cases, because in the clinic nowadays there is restriction to the number of patients that are coming. So we have developed an app which is now 6 years old, and these app will give you freedom to learn at your own pace, at your own convenience. So this app is called as Clinical Decision Making in Prosthodontics, and it has a home screen like this. Then next is we have to select the category: complete denture, removable, fixed, etc. Then in each category there are number of cases. Once you select a case, there will be display of the name of the patient, age and gender, and then pre-treatment view, radiographs, etc. So all this information will be provided to you, and then you will be asked to submit a treatment plan. So treatment plan will be systematic: first emergency, then pre-prosthetic, prosthetic. If you want a template that show ideal treatment plan of complete denture, fixed partial denture, then there is a library resource also. Once you submit a treatment plan, your treatment plan will be displayed in blue, and the ideal treatment plan, which we have already stored in the app, uh, that will come in green. So you can compare your answer to the correct answer, and you can learn from your mistakes. So we have implemented it since 2013, and it is well received by all the students, and we have publications also. So to summarize here, you should follow a systematic approach to diagnosis and treatment planning. Always adopt an integrated approach to treat the patient comprehensively, and keep updated on the latest evidence. I will again stress here, make a habit to go to the library or at least access it on the internet. Various journals related to prosthetics, not only prosthetics but all specialties. If you want any help, you can contact any of the faculty anytime. These are the references, and I want to stress here that all of you all are very special and very unique and very dear to us, irrespective of what you do and where you are, right? So we will always be there for you, and we hope that you learn prosthetics by choice, by interest, enjoy it, and if you have any difficulty, come to us. Thank you for your kind attention.
Thank you, ma'am.